my goodness.
Why'd you hit record so early?
Oh, are we not ready?
No. Do I look like I was ready?
No, at least the cameras haven't started. Are you ready now?
Sure. I'm ready. I need a nap.
Damn.
Let's talk about Benadryl. What motivates me?
Benadryl.
Benadryl. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look. I'm literally dying.
Bro, it's a spot.
It's hives.
Yeah, this doesn't mean you're dying.
No, that's the start.
The world's natural reaction to allergies, or the human body's natural reaction, something like that. All right, 3, 2, 1. Still off.
I don't
There's
know why.
something isn't right. It just, we haven't been able to get it for the past, I don't know, like month. Wait, try it one more time. 3, 2, 1. A little bit better, but
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's
It's-
because my hands are too dry.
it's not as crispy as it was before.
Yeah.
You get that same feeling, that same sensation?
Yeah. It didn't hit the ear correctly. Just sounded kind of
The vibrato
hollow.
was vibrato. The vibrato.
The vibrato.
Vibrato
Yeah.
was off.
It was pretty much off.
I like it.
Okay, well, let's get this episode started.
How's it going, you chicken feets?
Ooh, chicken feet. I
Ooh.
love chicken
I
feet.
had some really good chicken feet the other day when
Really?
we were in Seattle,
Must be
actually.
nice.
I know. Bro, some dim sum. You guys remember, this is completely off topic from today, but it's the intro, so it's okay. Anyways, you know, back then when you went to like the dim sum places and they had the carts and they're like pushing
Yes.
them around and they had
Yes.
like all of the foods and whatever. Well, apparently there's one place left in Seattle that still does that, because now all the other dim sum places basically just
Jackson,
give you
right?
like a tablet. No, it's on MLK.
Oh, yes. It's the big one in the corner.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and it's
the
by
one-
like the
run
cake
down
shop
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something Palace or something like that.
The
The best one.
Yeah.
The best one.
So good. But yeah, it just brought me back. There's that nostalgic feeling, you know what I mean? Actually, this kind of does pertain into our topic today. Yeah. You want to take it away?
Our topic today is what motivates you. Oh, I was gonna play like the little kid, like Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
We'll find it later. I'll show you. Anyways, basically, it's all our motivations. What drives motivation? What doesn't drive motivation?
Okay.
Maybe that shouldn't be your motivator type of thing.
And to clarify, is this what motivates us personally, or is this kind of more a broad generalization of what should be motivators?
It should be both.
Okay.
Like we can talk about that broad spectrum, but then also bring it into how we kind of use that.
Right. Okay.
Just to connect with, the folks out there.
I guess.
Not that they care, but they should, because we're
might.
always right.
Shit, you right.
So what motivates you, Tony?
I'm like Mr. Krabs.
Besides that,
Money. Oh, what do you mean? That's got to be the top motivator for anything, right?
no, food's my motivator.
Oh, okay. See, that's a good one. Food, money, but you need money to buy food. So then the food
Compliments,
comes back to the money.
attention.
Yeah, that
I
stuff I
love
don't
attention.
really care. I don't really care about that.
It motivates me.
I mean, the only type of attention that I really want would be from me driving like a nice car. Like they'd be like, "Damn, look at that guy in his
Well, he's
nice
gonna be
car."
waiting for a minute. So, anyways, I get motivated when I'm like, if I do like a certain hairstyle or if I
Okay.
do certain makeup and then someone compliments me,
So if you
then
look
I'm
good.
motivated, to keep going, like push the limits.
Right. I guess like if somebody notices something like your physique or something that you've put a lot of time and effort into,
Yeah.
and then you finally get that recognition,
Yeah.
then that's a motivator.
Yeah.
Okay. That
You
makes
see what I'm
sense.
saying? You see what
Yeah.
I'm putting down with us?
I like that.
Yeah.
But I also think it comes down to money.
Okay.
Everything ties back to money. I think as a society, the biggest motivator for anything is that dollar bill. People literally be taking off their clothes for a dollar bill.
That's very true.
Am I wrong or am I right?
You're very right.
Yeah,
Because
see?
I have
Whoa.
seen things.
I thought you were gonna say I have
Calm
done
down.
things for a
I
dollar
have
bill.
not.
Like
I have
standards, Julia.
No offense to the girlies out there, because I know you're making your grind
they
and
make
you're making
so
more
much
than me.
bank.
But I would never do that.
I just-
Especially with someone out there. He would not actually, but he might.
Abuse? This
No.
is
Like, not actually, like, he might just be like, this is it. You're
This is
done.
it. You're
Cut
done.
off. No more.
Yeah.
We're done. Like, don't look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't breathe my direction.
Damn.
You know?
But what if that's what brings you to the next level? Because you know how when people go through breakups,
They do the villain arc.
yeah, and it's a motivator for them to get better and be like,
Get my
hey,
lick
look at
back.
what you lost. And kind of shove it in their face type of situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be a motivator.
But
It could be-
I'm not looking to break
like-
up anytime soon.
Yeah.
So I
think
don't
that's
need
more
that
of like
motivation.
a negative aspect. Oh, I want to be right. It's kind of like an I told you so moment.
Oh, I already do that in general,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't really
I
need
get
to
it.
worry about that.
hear it every day.
Yes.
But okay, so money drives me as a motivator.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, it's more compliments
Yes.
when people notice you and do all of that.
Maybe it's the Leo in me.
Yeah, I don't know about astrology. That you lost me there.
The Leo energy is like powerful, loves attention. What are you? A Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Apparently, it's the best sign out there or something like
Yeah,
that.
sure.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I can see that, I guess. Anyways,
Okay.
so back to motivations. It's always nice to have a motivator, right? Like whether it's money or food for
Right.
me. I think it just drives you to be the best possible self that you could be. But at the same time, sometimes it can get you into a lot of like
Trouble?
trouble.
Maybe not so much the motivators, but maybe more so the goals that your motivators drive. Because I think you have to have a goal, right?
Yes,
Like-
but I think like yes, to your point, yeah, it has to be a goal. But if you're motivated by money, that's all you can see.
I do
Right?
see green. Like a bull sees red.
Exactly. You're so blinded by that sometimes you might not even know where you're going. Like you can have
true.
the goal, but it will never.
Yeah. You're so set on your goal that you're so farsighted that you don't see what's around you.
Exactly.
That could be gold, all the stuff that you've been
Yeah.
looking for, but you kind of just overlook it because you're
Only seeing green.
okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that analogy.
Yeah. It's kind of dangerous. Like food's my motivator, but right now,
Gluttony. Bulking a little bit too
no, I
much.
went to the doctor and I weighed myself, and I was like, oh, yikes. Time to
Damn.
cut.
Like that?
Yeah, time to cut.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that bad, to be honest. I'm at a healthy weight right now.
Okay.
Mind you guys, I just have really bad body dysmorphia. So I was like, ooh.
Yeah, you're one of those mirrors.
Which ones? The one that
Like
makes
one
you
of
look
the,
bigger.
yeah, the one that makes you look drink.
I mean, like, dang, that Buddha's crazy right now.
Look at that hourglass.
That's a
figure.
motivator for sure.
So then how do you build motivators into your everyday life?
I think it's kind of hard. For a long time, was not sure how I would stay motivated. Trying to find that happy balance of your passion and then what your goal is, right? Because the only way you can keep that motivation going is to have that goal. But to have that goal, you also have to have that passion to do what you're doing, because that will motivate you to be like, I like what I'm doing right now,
Spot on.
so I'm going to keep going. Whoa, I
that.
sounded so big brain right there. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Guys, I've never sounded so intellectual.
developing.
Finally. Took
She's
long
gaining
enough.
more than 2 brain cells?
It's because I'm reading, guys. I'm not
Oh.
watching stuff anymore.
Okay. See? That's good. So what motivates you to read then? Is it the same thing?
It's my imagination.
All right.
Why would I watch Jungkook from
Mm-hmm.
BTS on the screen if I can read about Jungkook from BTS and what he could be doing? You know what I mean?
Okay, so imagination is where it is. Your goals are your reality type of deal.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
just getting into reading more just because, like, I look back and I'm always on my phone, which is, it really irks me
24/7.
because 2 years ago, I was never on my phone. Like, I would never pick up my phone. I'd never be motivated to pick up my phone. Like, there's no reason unless I'm calling someone, texting someone for something, or just taking a picture of something. And I rarely even did that. So now, like, I'm trying to get back into it. Like, not back into phone usage, but like into reading. So then I don't doom scroll because I don't want to delete the apps, but I want to make sure I have that
Self-control.
self-control.
Okay. Wow, that's really good for you. I like that.
Yeah. It's not going well.
Damn. Not what the people are hoping to hear, I think.
Obviously, there's ups and downs, right? And everybody always puts out like the ups,
Yeah.
rarely put down. I mean,
Yeah.
put in the downs.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, it's like a roller coaster right now. I have, the time limit on the apps.
Yeah.
And then I hit the remind me in 15 minutes and watch for 15 minutes. And then it goes back to time limit.
Dang, Julia, come on.
I'm trying really hard, but it's just that endless cycle of like mindlessly scrolling.
Yep. It makes sense though. Motivators and what motivates you to do any type of thing is really difficult to stick to because it really plays on your endorphins and kind of your brain activity and whatnot. So what happens when you doom scroll and you're on all those apps and stuff, like you get that quick dopamine. And so your brain is so constantly used to getting so much of that when you do something that is a more drawn out activity, you don't get those dopamine rushes, and so then your brain just gets bored with it really quick.
Yeah.
So it's just fixing those levels.
I think it's also like time that I read too. I always read when I'm in bed. Everybody says bed should just be where you sleep, but for me, I have so much going on in my brain that I need to wind down. Even if I'm laying in bed, like eyes closed, like I will not be able to wind down. And I don't like sitting anywhere else. I want to be comfortable and cozy while I read. So that's why it works out, because by the time I start opening the book to read, I knock out. So.
Wait, you're not even getting the reading in, bro?
So, no, I read like at least 2 pages, then I'm like, knocked. But
gone.
It helps me decompress. I think motivation also.
But is that good? Because you know how when something becomes almost a habit? So for you in this instance right now, like, you know, when you get into bed and you open that book and once you're 2 pages in, that's bedtime. Like that's your brain clicking out, right? So is that a good thing to have happen when you open a book? Because just imagine if it's during the day and you open the book and all of a sudden your brain's like, oh shit, bedtime.
I can see that. It's also a lot of just self-control though for me, because like sometimes I do have that habit of like, okay, I'm reading 2 pages and then I knock out. But other days I'm like fighting for my life because I'm like, my goal is to finish 1 more chapter. But my motivator is like resolution of reading 26 books, right?
Right.
So I don't want to miss out on that. So even if I am so tired, I'm trying to push through.
Yeah.
Because I'm motivated by beating a goal of mine from the previous year. So I think it's a balance. I know when I need to push a little harder, which it shouldn't be like that. But I also know when it's like, okay, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some days I'll just knock out, but you know, it's harder. Like last night I stayed up until 2, reading every dang chapter.
That's crazy.
It was because I also had a Red Bull before bed. So
damn. So maybe it's weird, right? Because yes, you're motivated to read all these books and all these chapters, but is it also destroying your motivation for anything else? You know, when you get too caught up on one goal, then you forget about all the other ones. And I'm not the type of person that likes to have a plan B or a plan C or whatever.
we know.
You know, for me, how my brain works, I have the one goal and everything else kind of intertwines and ties into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then so my motivation is built up from a bunch of tiny little things instead of just one broad aspect and one goal. It's like a compounding type of deal, right? So get a little bit of motivation from each step. Let's tie it back to the money, right? Like if I want a lot of money, I have to do a certain type of job. But if that job requires me to be physically active, so then I have to work out. So that means I have to go to the gym, keep a diet, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And so the motivation starts there. It starts small, right? Oh, I'm motivated for this big thing, but now I have to figure out a way to stay motivated, to stay on my diet, to hit the gym every single day. And then once that happens, and it's like, okay, built into, oh, now you have a better physique, you can do your job better, or you can get a modeling gig or whatever it is that you're after. That in turn leads to the money. So it's the small little things is what I look for in motivation. And to be able to do that, I feel like is a lot easier than if you're motivated to just be like, oh, I need to make $1 million.
Right. It's more manageable.
Yeah.
And it creates that constant release of like accomplishment for you. So it's more short term to lead to the long term.
Right. So then does your brain work like that too, or is it different for your motivators? Like, are you every day waking up and being like, okay, like I have this overarching goal. Now I just have to achieve that.
It's hard for me to say because I think it depends on the day. Like some days I'm like, yes, this needs to be structured like that. And then other days I'm like, I'm just going to wing it.
Shit.
I'm motivated, but I'm just gonna wing it. Like there's no like mini task or mini goal that I have to do. It's just almost like autopilot feeling. Like I'm just gonna wake up, go to the gym because I know it's gonna give me that bod that I want. You know what I mean? But then other days it's like, okay, let's do this amount for the workout and then later on do this too. So like right now for me, it's a little more of that structured because I'm gymming certain days of the week. I'm running certain days of the week. But my other task that I'm doing is I'm working 10 minutes of abs in every single day.
Right. So you have a structure to it. Mm-hmm. And then so what happens on the days when you don't have the motivation to do said thing? How do you get around that? Like, what's your process to be able to eliminate that and to have that happen as little as possible? Because right now for me, I feel like I'm so stuck and so stagnated where I'm at that I don't like anything that I do just doesn't feel like it's getting me anywhere. I'm actually like hard stuck in like quicksand or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I lose a lot of motivation, especially in this time in my life where I'm like, does anything even matter? Really?
Right. I feel like you had to kind of tie it into like just knowing your overarching goal is a certain thing. And any step is progress rather than stepping back. The only way you step back is if you completely stop. So even if you're feeling that plateau or stagnation right now, you're still doing something to reach said goal. It's like for me, if it piles up with like, okay, well, I'm not going to do abs today. Well, then now since I have that feeling of like, oh, I don't have to do abs, the next day it piles up. I don't have to do abs again. I lose that motivation to do the abs. But then when I think about, okay, girl, you're going to have to wear a bikini in like 3 months. Yeah. You want a summer bod. You can't achieve that if you're not going to work hard at it. Like hard work needs to pay off for some reason. It's not like it's going to appear if you work out the week before you have to wear that bikini or something like that, right? So I think that also just kind of re-motivates my mindset of nothing comes easy. So whatever step I'm taking is progress towards something. The moment I stop, that's when it's going backwards.
Right.
Yeah. So even if you think it's small and it doesn't feel like it's a significant progression, it's still progress. And I think that should motivate you, even though it feels crappy.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but that was actually really smart. Because it kind of just clicked
I felt so good.
It clicks in my head. And how I kind of see it now is all of those motivators, as you were saying, if you continually to compound every single day, it kind of almost builds into its own motivator, right? Like it's like a streak. It's kind of, if you go to the gym 10 days in a row, then all of a sudden you have an additional motivator where you don't want to break that streak.
Exactly.
You want to be like, okay, like I want to keep on doing this and I don't want to take a step back because then I would be moving backwards towards my goal.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be 100% every single day. It could be literally 1%, right? But 1% is a change.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Okay. Just show up.
Yeah.
Right. Just be there, be present, whatever it is that you're set out to do, and you stick with it. Even if it's a bad day, as long as you get to it and you actually do it on that day and you continue that, then by the end of like 3 months,
it pays
3
off.
months, 6 months or whatever, it's going to be so different than at that beginning because then you'll be one step closer.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. Wow. I feel so genius. Oh my goodness. See, reading helps kids. Keep reading.
It's all because Julia picked up a book and put down the phone.
Yep. Don't use your phones. That's all I got to say. I think it's just so accomplishing just knowing that like at the end of the day, you have your environment around you, right? Your friends, your family. They might not fully see the ups and downs that you're going through, but what they will see is that goal that you reach and they'll be there to support you no matter what. So they might not see the ugly, but they will see that you made it. Definitely
true. Build a support group around you that's pushing you to become a better version of yourself every single day instead of being stagnated, right?
Yeah.
A lot of successful people that I know, like they hang out with other successful people because competition is good, ideally.
Yeah.
So me and you, right? Like if we were in competition.
Oh, babe, there's no competition. I'm for sure number one. Oh.
Exactly my point. But anyways, if we weren't collaborating on this and we were in competition, right? I think it would really be beneficial because then all of a sudden you're putting in this much effort to be able to be better than this other person. I wouldn't call it like being better. It's kind of one of those things where if you have a good support group, then everybody wants to see the other person succeed. Right. But you also want to be the person to help lift people up instead of kicking them down. 100%. So that you feel better, yeah, right? For sure. In that sense, then you're always growing and you're always getting better instead of you staying the same and you having to take a person down a notch just to be able to be better than them, because honestly it's not a win. It's not. You're still stuck at where you're at. It's just you just knock somebody down just to do it, just for shits and giggles. Yeah. So not an ideal time. Right. And I think that also just makes people
around your support system see you for who you really are. And that's when you start losing your support group. And then that's when the motivation kind of starts lacking because you're like, well, no one's here to support me. There's no reason for me to be doing this. Then you lose that motivation. So don't be a meanie.
Basically.
I think you should just stay in your lane, mind your business, and
do what you got to do. Know what you got to do.
Yep. Never
and
stop
don't
the
listen
grind.
to the haters.
Yeah.
So then what do you do when people bring up all of that muck? I mean, you could just say like tune out the haters or whatnot, right?
Cut them out.
I guess.
Like I said once before in 2019, I said, I am a surfer riding my wave. And if you want to be a shark that bites me off my board, you better keep on swimming.
What?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
Okay, well, you heard it here. Heard it here first. With all the muck and stuff, it's definitely, as a human, it will just get to you no matter what, right?
Right.
Like if I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm doing this fitness goal and then everybody's like, ugh. Like, why would you even want to work out?
Mm-hmm.
That would demotivate me because my friends don't, like, I wouldn't feel that support system. Then again, it's like, I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for my friends. Like, my friends are there to support me. But at the end of the day, where are the results going to turn out to be? Like, it's going to be for me, not for them.
Yeah. But sometimes it's nice to have, you know, that support group, right? And I feel like that's why so many successful people, it's the analogy where, you know, successful people are driving in a 2-seater car and not on like a bus. The farther up you go, the more successful you are, the more you're, I guess, out of touch with people, means that there's less people who can identify and understand what you're going through.
Right.
That's the hardest part because people start to lose motivation when they have to cut people off.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can't bring everybody with you. Like, there's no way. If you're trying to fly in a private jet, you can't bring along 600 people.
No, you cannot.
It's literally like 10 people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what happens. Yeah.
Maybe 5. A lot of weight.
Small plane, bro.
A lot of weight.
It's a small PJ.
Yeah.
Gotta aim a little bit higher. That's just how I see it. It's just kind of, it happens and it's just the natural way about things and it sucks, but you can't let it discourage you.
No, not at all. And I think also like everybody's going to hit that point of that plateau, right? But if anything, if you're starting to lose that motivation, like you can change your environment. So like
Absolutely.
cues, right? Cues are like a really big thing. Like if you're working out at a certain time, you know, to leave your workout clothes out.
Right.
You know, you have to, I don't know, whatever for your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a certain cue that you can do. Like if you know you have an assignment due soon or work, whatever, don't be on your phone, put your phone in another room.
Essentially do the prep work first.
Yeah, prep
So
work is a huge thing for motivation because I think like get all the distractions out of the way. That way you can just solely focus on what you need to do.
Right. The easier you make it for yourself to be able to focus on that goal and to be able to achieve it, then the faster that you'll get there. So if your goal, like for us, is to be able to grow a podcast, the first thing that we got to do is record podcast episodes.
Dang, he's really coming for me blatantly. That is crazy. I just canceled twice. And this man is literally coming for me.
It's a great segue.
That is bonkers.
No, I'm just saying it just
it's
starts
true though.
there,
it is that for
but
sure.
But it's like that in all aspects of content creation. Like if you don't have content, then you don't have anything to work with.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm getting at because it's more so for me. Like I run, I don't know, a bajillion different channels. So it's just kind of
surprisingly.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it sucks because I also just opened another TikTok for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's for a reason, but I just know for sure. Like I can barely handle posting here, so I'm like, how am I gonna post on the TikTok? Because I do have to edit that too. You know what I mean? So
you gotta streamline everything, but it is difficult. Like I think the motivation there is the toughest. The easiest part is to be able to do the recordings, and then after that, editing just sucks ass, and then like posting it is another thing.
Yeah,
just keeping with that schedule and keeping with that time frame because we're both so busy, and it's not as if this is currently our full-time jobs. It's just essentially like a side hobby, which sucks to say that, but it's the reality of things.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand. I'm not saying that, oh, like we got to be on top of this. Like I've canceled before. I mean, I left.
He is saying that real hard. Maybe not.
No, I'm not.
In our previous episode, he's being nonchalantly chalant to me right now. That is crazy.
Okay. Whatever.
I don't take the jab. It's not even that. I was like, telling him yesterday, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to cancel, but I'm so busy.
That happens, bro.
Yeah, it just sucks, and I feel bad Just know that.
Okay.
I do genuinely feel bad, but some days I'm just like, damn, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him this week.
That's crazy. I've never met a person who doesn't want to be around me.
Okay, guys, that's the end of our episode.
And that's my biggest motivator.
That is your
Me,
motivator.
myself, and I.
Yep.
Keep your shit at it.
I feel like that was a very insightful episode.
Yeah, it was.
We should do this once a month. Just insightful things. Just
Yeah,
once
just
a month, because
things that we learn.
I can't be that that much wisdom.
Not enough brain cells.
Yeah, it's already deteriorating as we speak.
All right. Anyways, guys, we're going to end it there. Thanks for tuning in. As always, come back next time and we'll keep on feeding you that rice.
Bye.
Deuces.